It capitalizes on our what desires to actually become the people existing but not yet actualized, i.e., existing in potential, is latent. The whole scheme had burst up like an what soap bubble, displaying a play of lustrous colours like those of the rainbow, like an iridescent soap bubble. An ascetic is someone who foregoes the usual pleasures or comforts of life in pursuit of more contemplative ideals, like a monk abstains. The audience was shocked by his what remarks about patriotism, not showing a serious or respectful attitude, frivolously disrespectful, shocked by his flippant remarks about patriotism. Someone who is pensive or doing something pensively is uh, means they are reflecting deep thought. They are in deep thought. An epithet is a descriptive nickname, such as Ivan the Terrible or Fat Tony. It can also be an offensive word, an epithet, like a racial epithet. Very offensive words. Seek pleasure and avoid pain is a basic tenet of hedonism. A tenet is a core principle of belief or belief. What does it mean to say someone is an eminent musician? Someone who is eminent, um, stands out above the rest. Um, they are notable and they stand out because of just how good they are. They stand out because of their quality. This is should be distinguished from prominent. Someone who's prominent, yes, they also stand out, but it's not necessarily because they are so superior to everyone else. It's they just stand out. They're just visible, like a prominent nose is stands out and visible. And there's nothing inherently good about it. An apple a day keeps the doctor away is an example of a maxim, which is a succinctly formed um, uh, fact or bit of advice about life. A what is a core principle or belief honoured by a person, a group, or group of people. That's a tenet. A scientist looking at a dinosaur fossil can establish by deduction general to specific. If you go from general to specific, that's um, deduce or infer. Laconic describes a style of concise speaking or writing that expresses complex thoughts or ideas in very few words. To what is to imagine something that does not yet exist. I think this is envisage. Um, this should be. This is different from envision. If you envision something, it's like envision and envisage is something more dreamy. Um, like envisage a time that doesn't exist, like world peace or something. Envisage or something you wish or desire. To envision something is just to see it. Like I don't envision him doing that. Etymology of temporal. Temporal comes from the Latin temporalis, which means of time, so not eternal. To elucidate something means to make it completely clear, to um, clear it from any confusion or ambiguity. Elucidate, make it lucid. It's hard to find a what argument amidst all the emotional outbursts. A powerfully persuasive and clear argument is a cogent argument. A cogent point is powerfully persuasive and clear. Cogent. The administrative capital of Laconia, Greece, is Sparta. This is where the word laconic comes from. Our success is what on finding new funding? Dependent on finding new funding. Contingent. Cogent means powerfully persuasive and clear. Cogent point, cogent argument. As humans, we are all what? As we all experience failure, we are all fallible. We are all wanting in moral courage, strength, or will, and thus prone to failure, susceptible to failure. We are all fallible. Synonyms for ponder. Ponder, you can ponder, you can muse on something, muse, reflect, contemplate. It was a work of unmatched brilliance. It was a work of unparalleled genius. What means having limited time, not eternal, temporal. Sacrilege is the violation or misuse of something that is considered sacred. Doesn't necessarily have to be religious. Something or someone that is supple, bends or moves with ease. Bends and moves with ease. What is a verb that means to reflect deeply on something? To muse on something? Okay. As a what? A muse is a person, especially a woman who is a source of artistic inspiration. As a noun. If something is vacuous, it's like a vacuum. It's hollow, empty, and devoid of substance. Vacuous, vacuum. What is a formal system of reasoning that arrives at the truth through the exchange of logical arguments? Dialectic. Sin. Sin. I don't know this. Together. Ancient Greek. Oh. An epitaph is an inscription on a grave or tomb in memory of the person interred there, or monument. If you refer to someone as a consummate chef, then you are saying he is complete, perfect, the complete package, ultimate, finished product. A what is a person who defies convention? A rebel, a renegade defies convention. Parlance is manner of speaking, so the parlance of of teenagers is the manner in which they speak. Allegedly, something is allegedly true, that is, as has been accused or declared, but is not yet proven to be true, and it may not even be true. To envisage is to imagine or see in your mind something that is not yet true, does not yet exist. Prose means normal writing, as distinguished from verse. Prose means normal writing, like let's see, ordinary writing. And what is a neutral person? That's an arbitrator or arbiter. What means want? Therefore likely to make errors weak. Fallible. A confidant is someone you confide in, i.e., someone you share some private often sensitive information with confident, confide. Something that is inconsequential, lacks importance, it doesn't matter. If you divulge something, that means you have revealed something that is a secret or only known by a few people. If you divulge something, what is irritating and annoying? I don't know. Vexing. Contralto is the lowest female singing voice in opera. Contralto. To wither means to dry up, to um, shrivel up, or shrink. Inductive reasoning. So inductive reasoning goes from specific observations to general principles. So this can be used to describe most forms of scientific discovery. So you observe some specific phenomenon, and from that you induce, induct. You form the general principle from the specific observation. So um, I think people say Sherlock Holmes uses inductive reasoning, not deductive, because he finds specific clues and observations and then forms the general picture from the specific. So specific to general. He wouldn't divulge. Synonym of arcane. Something arcane is requires special or mysterious knowledge, and synonym of that is esoteric. A what is a puzzle that uses pictures or symbols to represent the sounds of words. A rebus. Okay, 48 cards. 111 today. The true retention is at 100%, but I think that will drop in the coming days and weeks as um, hopefully the cards start maturing. It's all very local. So many new cards at the moment. 242 cards. Okay, thank you.